A very good morning to all of you and welcome to the session, the Hindu Editorial Analysis for Proficiency in English. As usual, let us start with the snippets. What is the first one here? World Economic Forum, Trump tells Davos elite to invest in US. There are two words here. First one is what? Forum. Forum, one of the meanings, part of speech noun, a platform for discussion, platform for presentations, a meeting, a gathering, a convention. Any of these words you can think of. And we have got this word many a time. Elite, what does it mean? Any society has the rich and the famous, the cream of the society. For those people we use this word. I'm sure many of you know that word. Just respond yes or no. Otherwise, it talks about investment aspect to invest in US. Some students may wonder, sir, what about the definite article the? It depends. The headlines, they don't follow grammar. And I have told many a time. But when you see the US, you have to recollect the rule that goes with articles. The USA, the UK, the Netherlands, the Irish Republic, the Philippines. All these you have to recollect. NCLAT order relief for Meta from ban on data sharing. Simple words, but it deals with a particular company. Relief for Meta from ban on data sharing. Ban on data sharing. Related to that, there's some relief for that particular company. The Ukraine, sometimes they're not using the definite article the. A bit controversial, but otherwise you have to. We use the for indefinite article the or the for Ukraine. UAE also you have to recollect. NHRC dissatisfied. Fresh probe ordered in Foxconn hiring case. Probe. Fresh probe ordered in Foxconn hiring case. Probe we have got many a time. It goes with police. Probe means what? Investigation. Another meaning of the word probe. Probing nature. Some people want to find out what's happening in others' lives and they ask a lot of questions. Very good. Who is this Madhavi? Then we say, I don't like his probing nature. That also you have to recollect. Partly we have got many a time discussion. Is poverty being underestimated in India? Experts question data used in survey. Simple words, but it talks about poverty. Is it being underestimated in India? And based on surveys, experts question data used in survey. Perhaps they have the doubt whether it is true or not true. They are suspecting or doubting the credibility. What is the meaning of the word credible? Credibility, authenticity. Credible, believable. What is opposite? Incredible, unbelievable. But when we say credibility, what does it mean? Authenticity. To what extent it is, and the news is credible, means authentic. Key stuns Swiatek takes on Sabalenka. It goes with tennis right now, which Grand Slam is going on. The Australian Open related to that women's category and dramatic win, perhaps a three-setter. You all know men 5 sets, women 3 sets. She must have won in the third set in a dramatic way. On the verge of losing, perhaps she must have won. Then we use the expression dramatic win. Based on the context we use. What is the main headline today's Hindu paper front page? Jalgaon train tragedy triggered by tea vendors' false fire alarm. Very unfortunate. Rumors are very dangerous. Because of rumors and people die. This is a typical example. Yesterday I read out the news item. About 10 people died, 10 to 13 I suppose, because there was a rumor, fire a particular train. Based on that, someone pulled the chain, they jumped off the train and they wanted to cross the 14 people. Thank you, Shivraj. I appreciate that. They tried to cross the track, another direction, a train coming from on the other track knocked them, ran over. And it is about that. Jalgaon train tragedy initiated by tea vendors a false fire alarm. False fire alarm that resulted in the death of 14 people. Very unfortunate. And there's one word here, vendor. Vendor has two different meanings. Yes, Nagesh, calamity, disaster, mishap, tragedy. Wonderful. I appreciate that. Vendor, usually it goes with street vendors. Some people, they sell things in the streets. We use the word vendor. That's one meaning. Cause, wreak havoc. Very, very good, Murli. But vendor also means, imagine there's a big company and the company wants about 100 computers. Someone supplies those computers. That person is also called a vendor. A person who supplies products to a particular company. That's a different meaning altogether. Sell things in street, one meaning. But companies, they say, he is our vendor. And companies also can be vendors. One company supplies the products to another company. Then also we can use the word vendor. A different meaning. Iron Age kicked off in 4th millennium BC in Tamil Nadu, Stalin. Kicked off. We have got this phrasal verb many a time. What is the meaning of kick off? To start. Usually start in a big way with a lot of pomp and fanfare. We use kick off. Putin is anxious about economy distorted by war. Distorted. Generally, it goes with images, presentation. Distort means to change, to damage, to change something that is actual image, you change it. Then we say distorted version. About the facts also we can use actual thing and presented differently. The facts have been distorted. That's an important word you have to learn and remember. What is the other snippet here? Loudspeakers not essential to religion, says High Court. Loudspeakers not essential. When you when you read the newspaper, what happens? There are levels of reading and levels of getting enriched. Casual reading, you read the headline, you read the news item, it stops there. But smart learners, based on one word, based on one expression, they may recollect the related words, expressions, rules, all these things. That is being smart, being a smart learner. And there's one word here, essential. I've given many a time. What are the other words? Okay, simple words like vital, crucial, pivotal, important. Who is this? Ramesh Naidu. But another word, indispensable. You have to think of the word indispensable. Indispensable means what? Essential. You cannot do without that. Very good, Nagesh. That is the word I was waiting for. Indispensable, you have to recollect. President of Indonesia arrives for Republic Day. Arrives for. Not that important, but based on that, as a smart learner, you have to recollect a common error. A lot of people say, inevitable, little stars. Good. Unavoidable. A lot of people say he left to Delhi, she left to Bombay. Wrong. We have to use a preposition for. He has left for Delhi, she has left for Bombay, not to. That you have to recollect. And also here arrives for. That combination you have to catch. 70,744 crore fund for welfare workers unused. There is a fund, huge amount, not used, lying idle. I've just used one expression. The funds are lying idle. Something is, the books are lying idle, means not being used. Lie idle, that also you have to learn. We have a beautiful pic over here. You can make out it goes with religion, spirituality, and Sangam ritual. First word is what? A ritual. Cultural practices, we use the word a ritual. And here, Sangam ritual. What does the news item say? Spiritual grace. Grace is something that is beautiful, one meaning, graceful walk, graceful appearance. God's grace, another meaning, kindness showered by someone. God's grace means because of the grace of the God, kindness of the God. Two different meanings. Here, spiritual grace. Priests perform Ganga Aarti at Sangam. during the ongoing Mahakumbh in Prayagraj, Uttar Pradesh, on Thursday. When you see, this is purely related to brace yourself, means get ready for something. When you see related to God's grace, that's what I said, Nagesh, very good. You have to recollect the words. India is known for its spirituality. There's one important word here which should trigger your smart thinking. What is that word? Spiritual. You have to think of all the related words, rituals, rites, rites, spirituality, grace, all these. And when it comes to the West and the East, we have two distinct cultures. Western culture is known as Occidental. I've given many a time. Occidental. What is the spelling? Occidental. And we belong to what is our culture called Oriental. You have to know these two words. Occidental culture, Oriental culture. Occidental means a Western culture. Oriental means Eastern. What is the fundamental difference between these two? Occidental culture is materialistic and Oriental culture is spiritualistic. We are all spiritual people. We believe in spirituality, and this picture goes with that. Again, if you want to go a little deep, you have to think of words like theist, atheist, agnostic, theology. Theology means what? Study of God, religion. And when it comes to theist, a person who believes in God. Atheist, a person who does not believe in God. But what is the meaning of agnostic? They have given in many competitive exams. Agnostic means a person who cannot decide the existence of God. That is an important word. And we have another snippet over here, Vikram Misri to visit Beijing on January 26th. All simple words. Tusker falls in well, rescued after high drama in Kerala. Tusker. When you see the word tusker, what comes to your mind? What does it mean? Tusker means elephant. Elephants have tusks. So tusker fell where? Falls in well. Only for heading we use, the journalists use present tense. Already over. They have to write fell in, but they use present. Journalists use present tense to express past and future events only for headlines. That you have to recollect. But besides that, there is an important word. Why is it? You all know fall, fell, fallen. Irregular verb, everyone knows the meaning. But we have another verb. What is it? Fell, felled, fell. This is very important. They have given in SBI, other competitive exams. Fall, fell, fallen. Everyone knows that. I fell in the park yesterday. And fell, felled, felled. That's a regular verb. What does it mean? To cut down. Cut down what? Trees. And SBI, they gave a question. They fell many trees in our colony last week. It is wrong. Right word, felled. They felled many trees in our colony last week. That you have to recollect. Very important exam point of view. Casual reading, you don't think of all these things. Again, when you see the word tusker, you have to think of, if at all, elephant. You have to recollect the idioms that go with elephants. One is white elephant. Tell me what is the meaning of the idiomatic expression white elephant. I am sure many of you know white elephant. You should also think of the idiom elephant in the room. Very good. Who is this? Sharon, I appreciate. The moment I said that, you came up with the same thing. White elephant means what? Something that is very expensive and difficult to maintain. Expensive possession, difficult to maintain. It is a white elephant. Elephant in the room, an important issue, an important problem. Everyone knows, but no one wants to talk about that. No one wants to discuss. Then we use the expression elephant in the room. Nobody wants to talk about that. That's all from today's front page of the Hindu editorial. Let us go to editorial page. First one talks about rumor, impact of rumors. but I have chosen the second one. Important you may get, and the implications are there. This is an important editorial. You all know recently Donald Trump has sworn in as the 47th president of the US, and he has come up with a slew of declarations and orders. Slew means a series of orders. One of those, one of them coming out of World Health Organization. So look at the wording. I appreciate the writer. Who is right? It could be a question, but here you have to focus on capital letters. Not capital letters, it becomes a question. Who is right? Who is wrong? But here we have an abbreviation. WHO, World Health Organization, is right. So you have to take it that way. In a way, writer wants to tell they are right. Who is right? Who is right? Means World Health Organization is right. But what is the main idea over here? The US must return to whose fold in its own interest. Very important expression here. I always tell students you have to read every day in your own interest. It will help in the long run. This is an important phrase you have to remember, idiomatic expression. In your own interest, you have to take care of your health. Another expression. And here it talks about the US must return. Two important words. First one, must. We have got after a gap of so many days. Must is a helping verb or model, and it has two different functions. What is the first one? It is used to express an obligation imposed by the writer or the speaker. Here, obligation imposed by the writer, the editorial. Second one, it is used to express the idea that something is compulsory. One is personal obligation, very good, Shiv Prasad, I appreciate that. Second one, compulsory. Something is compulsory, we use a model must. Here, writer's obligation. The US must return. Second word also important. What is the reason? It goes with redundancy. A lot of people say, he returned back from Delhi yesterday. Is that right or wrong? It is wrong. Why is it wrong? Return means to come back. You cannot say return back. It is wrong. Very good, Nagesh, Murli. Redundancy. So writer takes a clear stand. What editorial takes a clear stand. What is the stand? The US must return to World Health Organization's fold in its own interest. Not in the interest of the World Health Organization, but in the interest of the US, in its own interest. President Donald Trump's decision to withdraw the United States from the World Health Organization, WHO, based on charges of bias. On what basis he decided to pull out of WHO? Based on charges of bias is stunningly short-sighted and deeply concerning to the global health community. Decision has been taken by the US President. What is that decision? To come out of World Health Organization's fold. Based on that, the writer says the decision is short-sighted, not long-sighted. Short-sighted means taken in hasty, being hasty. What is the meaning of hasty? If you try to do things in a hurry, then we use the word hasty. And we always say, don't do things in haste. Don't be hasty. There is a saying in English. What is it? Haste makes waste. So short-sighted, one thing, that's what the writer thinks. He is stunningly short-sighted. And what are the charges, the allegations of the US President against the World Health Organization? One is on the charges of bias. Charges of what? Bias. And this is stunningly short-sighted. And what is the impact of that? And deeply concerning to the global health community. Because it is going to make a negative impact, deeply concerning. Again, when you see the word concerning, you have to be a smart learner and you have to recollect a common error. A lot of people say, when they go to someone's office, they say, I want to see the concerned person. Is that right or wrong? That is very good. Within no time, Madhavi, wonderful. That is wrong. What are we supposed to say? I would like to see the person concerned. Concerned person means he has some concern for you. You are a stranger. Why will he or she have concern for you? But when you say, I would like to see the person concerned, concerned here, person concerned means person related to a particular work, a particular department. That you have to recollect. Deeply concerning to the global health community. Pundits are predicting that this move, if not withdrawn or reconsidered, may well unleash the butterfly effect. Oh, excuse me. There is one important idiomatic expression, butterfly effect. The writer explains what it means, but you have to focus on what does the sentence say. Pundit's prediction. This particular action taken by the President of the US, what is the impact and what is going to happen? What is the prediction? Pundits are predicting. You all know the word predict. Predict means what? To tell about what is going to happen. Predict the future, a typical combination. Pundits are predicting that this move, if not withdrawn or reconsidered, there is a condition. What is the condition? If this decision is not withdrawn, one condition, or not reconsidered, what will happen? What is going to happen? May well unleash the butterfly effect. See, today's editorial, I have chosen this one because there is so much to learn from proficiency point of view. Unleash, may well. When you see the helping verb may, the model, you have to think of the functions. One function is what? It is used to ask for permission in a formal situation. For example, may I come in, sir? You are asking for permission, very polite and formal. Second function, it is used to express a possibility, but the chances are more. Might, possibility, chances are less. May well unleash. I am doing in a systematic way, you have to wait one after the other. Unleash means to release. Unleash means what? To release. I usually tell youngsters, people like you, youngsters, those who are preparing for competitive exams, you have a lot of potential. Potential means what? Hidden talent. You have to unleash your potential. What is it? Unleash your potential. Means what? Take it out. Release. Unleash means release. Unleash what? The butterfly effect. So it may release or it may take out the butterfly effect. Now the moment you see butterfly effect, you may wonder what is this butterfly effect? You don't have to worry. The writer has given the meaning. A cascading set of unpredictable consequences arising from even the smallest of changes in a system. Now you ask yourself, what is butterfly effect? You have to recollect affect, effect. Affect is a verb, effect can be a verb, can be a noun, usually used as a noun. That's why here we have effect. A cascading set of unpredictable consequences arising from even the smallest of changes in a system. What does it mean? Any minor change, I'm going to explain, Ramesh. Any minor change, it will have a cascading effect. Now you have to wonder, what is the meaning of the word cascading? It has two different meanings. One meaning, it goes with the waterfalls. Usually we come across one waterfall, we enjoy thoroughly. But some places we come across series of waterfalls. Then we use the word cascading, cascading waterfalls. That is one meaning. Another meaning, something coming in large numbers. Something happens in large numbers, then we use cascading effect. That's what it means. Cascading set of unpredictable consequences, not one, many consequences arising from even the smallest of changes in a system. Because of this, smallest change also going to make a tremendous impact. You see a lot of consequences coming in large numbers. Soon after his announcing the beginning of, this is something very important. Soon after his inauguration, Soon after his inauguration, Mr. Trump wasted no time in announcing the beginning of the process of ending the US's membership of World Health Organization. What does it mean? As soon as he became the president, within no time he announced the withdrawal from the World Health Organization. It talks about that. And you have to remember the phrase soon after. Trump wasted no time, means within no time, he has made an announcement. The beginning of the process of ending the US's membership of World Health Organization. In language that smacked of petulance. There are two words here. In language, when he announced that, what sort of language he used, what sort of attitude he displayed. Smack means to hit something, to hit hard, one of the meanings, to attack, you can say, and to verbally, need not be physically. Of petulance. Petulance is an important word. What does it mean? Some people, they try to behave in a childish manner. They become angry within no time and they complain childishly. Then we use the word petulance. Petulance means becoming annoyed, getting annoyed within no time and complaining like a child, to get annoyed within no time. In that language, in language that smacked of petulance, Mr. Trump, as he signed his first batch of executive orders, declared what? The US will now leave the United Nations Health Agency in 12 months' time and stop all financial contributions to its work. US has been funding, I think, almost 18%. Now he says within a span of 12 months, it is going to withdraw. Obviously, it is understood all the financial support will be withdrawn. What is the reason he has given? First he says, Trump, as he signed his first batch of executive orders, declared, the World Health Organization ripped us off. Ripped us off. It has many meanings, but in this context, rip off means to exploit someone, to take something from someone forcibly, and in a smart way also rip off, an important word. He has made a statement. What is that statement? The World Health Organization ripped us off. The US will now leave the United Nations Health Agency in 12 months' time and stop all financial contributions to its work. He accused, because he made a statement, the World Health Organization ripped us off, obviously it is an accusation, it is an allegation. Based on that, he accused the organization of mishandling the COVID-19 pandemic and of being partisan towards China. What is the meaning of partisan? We have got many a time. Giving undue importance to someone or something, supporting someone or something without any reason or rationality. In a way, it is like bias, prejudice. You can think of these words as well. What is his accusation? He accused the organization of mishandling the COVID-19 pandemic, one thing, and of being partisan towards China, favoring China, though the US contributed more to its coffers. There's another important word. Many of you are going to become government officers. You have to know this. Prospective bankers. Coffers has two different meanings. One meaning, coffer means a wooden box, a very strong wooden box where cash and valuables are kept, like jewelry. For that we use the word coffer. But in this context, other meaning of coffer, imagine there's a government, there's a company, the funds of the company, whatever funds the company has, are kept in banks and lockers. For those also, the cash reserves and whatever company has in banks, we use the word the coffers. Its coffers. US contributed how much? 18%, I suppose. The move hasn't been entirely unexpected. Answer my question, hasn't been unexpected. Which tense is that? Literal meaning, who is this? Ramesh Naidu, very good. Literal meaning is wooden box, but here amount, cash or valuables in someone's bank account also we can, not individual but government or company. It is present perfect passive voice. Hasn't been entirely unexpected. During his previous term as US President, he relentlessly, an important word, it goes with you people. While preparing, very good, I appreciate your response, present perfect passive voice. While preparing for competitive exams, you have to put in relentless efforts. Relentless efforts means what? Continuous efforts. You should not stop. Without stopping, you keep trying. Then he has been trying relentlessly, means without a break. He relentlessly criticized World Health Organization for acting slow and being owned and controlled by China. Same thing. He did not like World Health Organization. He accused World Health Organization for two things. They did not handle the COVID pandemic properly, one thing, and they are biased towards China. Same thing being reiterated. Criticized World Health Organization for acting slow. That means did not handle COVID, the pandemic properly, and being owned and controlled by China in 2020. Based on that, in 2020 initiated a move to halt funding to World Health Organization, though it was scrapped or scuppered as his term came to an end. Though it was scuppered, means it was stopped. This is past tense passive voice. Why was it stopped? His term came to an end. As his term came to an end. Why is a withdrawal? Now, first part talks about the decision taken by the US President and the decision, the reason behind all these aspects. Second part talks about what is the impact of this decision. Why is a withdrawal of the US significant? Why is this withdrawal important? A writer tells us. For starters, means for beginners, for starters, or the first thing, Mr. Trump is right. The US, which is a founding member of World Health Organization, is also its biggest financial backer, contributing around 18% of its overall funding. There are two reasons. One reason, the US is a founding member. That's an important word, founding member. Tell me, why is it important? There are two verbs which come under confusing verbs. Find, found, found. A simple one everyone knows. I found someone over there. I found something over there. But another verb is there. Found, founded, founded. That's a regular verb. Means what? Establish, start. It goes with companies, firms, organizations, NGOs, all these things, clubs. So, founding member, one of the founding members, the US, and also biggest financial backer. Biggest financial backer. What is the contribution? 18%, that is substantial. 18% of its overall funding. Withdrawal of these funds will seriously impact health programs being implemented across the world, including interventions for HIV, AIDS, tuberculosis, and eradication of certain infectious diseases. Any World Health Organization, any NGO needs funds. Based on the funds, they can expand the services, improve the range, increase the range. And no funds, obviously, all these things get affected. Right now, these programs related to what? HIV, AIDS, tuberculosis, and the eradication of certain infectious diseases, all these programs will get affected if the US withdraws. That's what the sentence says. Who is also involved in ensuring equity of access to life-saving drugs for people across the world, building stronger health systems, detecting and preventing disease outbreaks. These sentences talk about the functions of the World Health Organizations. What are the functions? Preventing the spread of certain diseases. Besides, also involved in ensuring equity of access to life-saving drugs for people across the world. Life-saving drugs should be available to people across the world, who is playing a significant role. Second thing, building stronger health systems, public health systems. Third thing, detecting and preventing disease outbreaks. If Mr. Trump could set his petulance aside, that annoying behavior, complaining like a child, if Mr. Trump keeps it aside, it would be better, it will make a better impact. Could set his petulance aside, it would be clear that global health does not operate in silos, and neither a stern countenance nor physical boundaries can keep pathogens out of one's own geography. It would be clear that global health does not operate in silos. Operate in silos, I'm going to tell. Silos means compartments, isolated compartments, silos. It does not work that way. Imagine you are safe, everyone is safe. Everyone is safe, you are safe. That means they don't operate in compartments. That's what it means. Simple word, remember, compartments. Global health does not operate in silos, and neither a stern countenance. Stern means very strict. Countenance, facial expression. Stern countenance nor physical boundaries can keep pathogens out of one's own geography. Pathogens don't know, viruses don't know America or Europe or India. They keep spreading and they don't differentiate countries or people. Coming to, there's a lesson. What is that? If any lessons have been learned at all from the COVID-19 pandemic, it is that no one is safe until everyone is safe. Look at the wording, excellent wording. Based on this, the writer says, but they don't work in silos. Everything is open. Nothing works in silos. To substantiate that, look at this wording, excellent wording. It is that I will start here. If any lessons have been learned at all from the COVID-19 pandemic, it is that, what is the lesson we have learned from the COVID pandemic? No one is safe until everyone is safe. Everyone is safe, you are safe. And you are not safe if everyone is not safe. And that collaboration among nations and open sharing of data and technology are essential to tackle pandemics. How do we tackle pandemics? Global cooperation is essential, technology transfer is important, and only then we can deal with the pandemics. World Health Organization has reached out to the US. Reach out means based on the decision, they must have approached, they must have requested, please reconsider. Hoping that it will reconsider its decision and engage once again with it. Here, engage means get involved. Get involved with the World Health Organization. As fantastic as it may sound, medicine is no stranger to miracles of science, and the health community hopes one more will restore the US back to World Health Organization's fold. There is also a nice way to express. Here it talks about, the last sentence talks about, as fantastic as it may sound, medicine is no stranger to miracles of science. Medicine, the field of medicine, is not a stranger to miracles of science. That means what? They have seen miracles many a time and they were expecting one more miracle. What is that one more miracle? And the health community hopes one more will restore the US back to World Health Organization's fold. So what is the miracle they are expecting? Something will happen, some miracle will happen, and that will bring back the US back to the fold of the World Health Organization. It ends on that. But based on the word miracle, I would like to tell you guys something. What is it? Usually human nature, we look for miracles. There is a saying in English. What is it? Don't look for miracles. You yourself are a miracle. Have you heard of that? Don't look for miracles. You yourself are a miracle. And try to unleash the best you have inside. Unleash your potential. That's all for today. Lack of time, I could not design and bring, but I'm sure you have got enriched, an important one. Implications are important. You may get as a passage World Health Organization, about the funding, about the programs of the World Health Organization. And as a smart learner, if you have listened to me, you have learned something. If you stop here, you are not a smart learner. As a smart learner, you have to spend some time, 10 or 15 minutes, and think of the World Health Organization. Today it is in the limelight, courtesy COVID-19 pandemic. Then you have to look at the profile, when it was established, who are the founding members, and what is the budget, what are the programs it works on, and what percentage contributed, the lion's share contributed by which country. All these aspects you have to work on and have the information at your fingertips. Then you can answer any passage based on World Health Organization, any passage based on public health systems, any passage related to the funding of the World Health Organization. That's all for today. Have a nice day. Thank you very much. Funny sir will be coming most probably from Monday. Most probably from Monday. Wait with your fingers crossed, and I'm sure Monday it is going to happen. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.